At Avalanche Studios, we've been creating complex environments like this for 10 years. But of course, nothing compares to being in an environment like this for real. So here we are in the middle of the Costa Rican rainforest, and we're recording everything complex that they have. We have the best camera in the world, the Red Epic. We are recording all the trees, all the lights, all the leaves and the interesting clouds and so. We're recording the sound, we got surround systems with us, and it's something that we're really going to be using for the future. Just look at the complexity of this vegetation. All the things here on the trees, there are little drops of water here, this little moss, there's these enormous branches. I'll try not to touch them since they're deadly poisonous snakes around here. When we make the computer games, we're always fighting with the limitations of technology and coming up with clever ways of solving this. In a game like Just Cause 2, we managed to have 10 million trees, which is quite a technological feat by the team in Stockholm. In the Just Cause games, we're in a tropical paradise, and one really important component of a tropical paradise is beaches and water. However, water is one of the most complicated things to simulate in both movies and in computer games. For that reason, yesterday we were down at the beach and we were recording the water in super slow motion. So we were recording it in 260 frames per second to really see exactly how are the waves moving, what does it really look like when they're crashing over on top of the sand. These are all really interesting questions that we're doing research about so that we can improve things for the future.
I work with field recordings and sound design for Avalanche Studios. Being able to work with original material that we have recorded ourselves is a great privilege, and it really boosts the quality in our games.
We really care about recreating the most amazing nature that you've ever seen in any games. And a really big part of what you see in nature is the sky. But this is very often forgotten in the different computer games. So that's why we're really investing a lot of energy into capturing everything, because only by capturing the sky as it really looks can we create something that hopefully looks even better than in reality itself.
What most people don't realize is that it takes hundreds of pictures to recreate one sky for the game. Yesterday, on the beach right behind me, I took a time-lapse of the sunset. And it's very useful for us to see how clouds move in the real life, because we are striving to recreate the same movement, the same pattern in our games.
But it's not only about creating cool and amazing computer games. We've been working with environment for such a long time, and we felt that we want to give back to nature itself. For that reason, we have decided to sponsor the Tokan Rescue Range. They are our favorite non-profit organization.
We're here in Nazareth of Sarapiquí, over on the other side of the Broulio National Rainforest. This property right here behind us and all around us is going to be our rainforest release site. This is a farm that we purchased years ago. We have another farm at the end of the property, and thanks to Avalanche Studios, here, right behind us, we plan on building large flight aviaries so that we can train the animals and the birds that come into our rescue program to be released right here out into the wild in our farm. And we're so excited, we just can't wait to get started.
Yes.